Morning everyone, welcome back to the channel and welcome to a new day. It is Saturday morning and I am making rewarming some breakfast. Yesterday I made those breakfast burritos and I made plenty, so I have some left, so I'm warming it up right now. I just put some tin foil over it to just help it steam. And so yeah, I'm rewarming that. I'm doing a slow warm because I have to shred some cheese up. Over here I have the comal warming up for heating tortillas. And yeah, so it was a cool Saturday morning when I took Gypsy out. Right now it's 9:38, 9:37, and I took Gypsy out about I don't know, close to 8 o'clock maybe. Yeah, and it was like 20 something degrees, but it is supposed to get in the 40s today. The next 10-day forecast sounds like amazing weather. So all right, and by amazing I mean 40s and low 50s. After a long winter, that's amazing to us. All right, so I'm gonna let this warm and then we're gonna go to the counter so I can shred some cheese. Alright, so I also wanted to show you yesterday, which was Friday, I grilled out the brats and I used the cake mix and cake frosting that we got from the afternoon pantry on Thursday, and I made an 8x8 cake. Glenn wanted cake, but I like cupcakes, so I made some cupcakes for myself. We both had some last night, so yeah, we used the cake mix and some of the frosting, so we'll have that for today as well. And I got to get the shredder and the cheese so I can get some of that ready for my burritos. Alright everyone, so I haven't figured out, remember I think I broke this for locking it to suck into the countertop. I haven't played with it too much. I tried once, but I think I actually have to take the bottom apart to get to this on the inside. So I just put a wet paper towel there to hopefully hold it in place. So we're going to try to do that. Alright, so I'm trying to position this better so every time I hand crank it, my hand's not in the way for the video, so you can actually see the cheese come out or something. So I'm going to try it with the wet paper towel and see how that goes. Yeah, the paper towel doesn't do it too well. It still moves quite a bit, so I gotta get that suction to work. So the one I'm using here is the fine shredded. So it's you can see how it, when you buy the already shredded cheese, you have the thick shred and the fine shred. So you could see that it's coming out with the fine shred. So I just wanted to try that. Yeah, it's kind of hard to do this when it's not suctioned to the countertop, but it's working. yeah, that's coming out pretty good. This is a cheddar jack. I had another block of cheddar jack. Of course, I have to taste it. It comes out pretty good. Oops. I'm trying to show you and I'm dumping it. So, yeah, that's pretty good. All right, I'm going to continue to struggle shredding this and holding it, and I'll be back. All right, so I'm going to warm up my tortillas. Now, these are a pretty good sized flour tortilla. There's a little bit that hangs off the edge, and it makes it easier to grab it and flip it over. Flour tortillas burn super fast, so I don't have this on super high heat because I don't like the taste of burned flour tortillas. But yeah, now yesterday I was able to eat 2 burritos, so that's what I'm going to do today. And here is the stuff warmed up. We can turn these off now. Alright, let's go make some burritos. Yes, that's Prissy again. I don't think there's a video that can be made without her meowing. It's just a fact of life. It just shows you it's real life here. Alright. I'm going to get some of the filling. So what I'm going to do, because I know Glenn does not like leftover breakfast stuff made like this. He doesn't like leftovers, so I'm assuming he's not going to eat any. There's just certain foods he doesn't like leftovers of, and this is one of them. And there's certain foods I don't like leftovers, so it's, depends what the food is. So I'm going to eat these 2, and with the remaining, I'm going to make some more burritos and maybe just put them in the freezer so I have some for another day. So that's what I'll do. Alright. I was going to toast them, but you know what? I'm just going to eat. Alright, there's my 2 breakfast burritos, and I am set for this Saturday morning, and I'll get back to you guys in a little bit. Alright everyone, so I've eaten my 2 breakfast burritos, and I have enough. I think I can get 2 out of them. Yeah, I know for sure 2. I just didn't know if I wanted to spread it thin and do 3. Yeah, I think I'm just going to do 2 good sized ones. So I'm gonna every time I say that, when I say I'm gonna, reminds me of the Honeymooners. A lot of you, some of you are probably too young to remember the Honeymooners, but it was one of my favorite shows to watch. Me and my brother used to stay up late to watch the Honeymooners. If I was sleeping, he would wake me up so we can watch the Honeymooners together. I was in elementary school, I think, still, yeah. Alright, so these, if you weren't here for the first part of the video where I was making my breakfast burritos, I'm going to make these for freezing them for another day. So, you know what? I think I can get a 3rd one out of this. There's plenty here. see. Yeah, I'll just fit it in 2. And then it's 2 good-sized burritos. All right, there's 1. And there's 2. So I'm going to wrap them up in clear wrap and then put them in a bag, Ziploc bag, and mark them breakfast burritos. On another day, I don't know what day it's going to be, I want to do like beef, bean, and cheese burritos. And that way I can freeze some of those. That way, you know, on days you already have stuff in the freezer, you can just take it out and defrost it and warm it up. So, all right, let me get the plastic wrap. I'm just going to mark on here. March 2025 and what they are. All right. I always keep a Sharpie in my kitchen drawer here for marking bags like that. Alright, so I'm going to wrap the other one and we'll put them in the freezer. Something like this would be good, like if we were going out for the day and we wanted something to eat right away while we were driving. You could quick just take them out of the freezer the night before, warm it up, and take it on your little day trip. But alright, so we got some breakfast burritos going in the freezer for another day. Alright everyone, so I got those burritos in the freezer. And I went through the freezer again and jotted down what was in there now. And I'm going to do it on, instead of paper and pen, I'm going to do it on the whiteboard now. So I'll show you that in a bit. I think that's going to be easier to, instead of scribbling out and, you know, all that good stuff. So I wanted to show you how I wash the cheese grater. Is basically I soak it all first. I've got some Dawn dishwashing soap in there. I let the pieces soak so all that cheese comes off, and then it's easier to wash after that. So that's all I do. And I just wash it with the dishwashing pad. And I took some fish out of the freezer. I've got some perch. We're going to do a fish fry tonight. And this was that pack of unknown. I think it's perch. So I'm just going to cook that as well. So that's going to be our Saturday night supper. All right, everyone. So it is supper time on this Saturday evening. And we are having fish fry. And instead of white rice, which is what we usually do, we had half a bag of tater tots in the freezer. So that's what we're going to do. So I'm just getting the tater tots ready to throw in the oven. And we're going to have perch. I'm just going to dip them in egg wash and then some flour and fry them up. Alright, so yep, it's almost time to get these in the oven, so I'll get back to you. Alright everyone, so I have my egg wash here and I've got some perch in there. I've got some more perch right here. Originally I took out 2 bags of fish. The one that was unmarked, I threw it back in the freezer because these were actually still froze. After soaking in water all day, they were still iced over. So I just threw that one back in the freezer because there's plenty of fish right here for our supper. And I don't want to make too much. So, alright, the egg wash here, I've got a baggie of flour with seasoned salt and pepper. I was going to do another dish with flour, but honestly, I'm just going to throw it in here and shake and bake it. So, shake and bake style. Alright, tater tots are still in the oven and the oil is heating up. So, for now, I'm just going to throw these fish from the egg wash in there. Alright, so that's it for now until the oil is heated up. And, I don't want to cook them too soon. I'm trying to get the timing right with the tater tots. So, yeah, so I am tired. I've been working on that all day. My feet are tired, my legs are tired, my lower back is tired, and they're just aching and waiting to sit down. So, can't wait to sit down and eat and just sit down and relax for a little bit. Alrighty, so I will get back to you guys when I start frying. Alright everyone, so here is my fish fry. So we got some perch and tater tots, and that's what we're having for this Saturday night.